Posting links.
I'm so happy for you.
Well, I mean, you're posting your links.
I already have.
Okay.
Thank you much. And with that, hello everyone. We are back once again to this episode. We made it to the big 2020. One more stream where we can legally buy alcohol in the States. Stream 20 of End Dice and Demons. I am your host, Max K, and it is my privilege, joy, pleasure, whatever we want to call it, to murderize these poor fucks in any creative way I can think of. I can think of a lot of creative ways, even though my sanity is slowly being stripped away from me by these assholes. As ever, I am joined by
Crafty Andy.
And Nash.
Okay,
And
Ken.
Kieran.
Just don't go N with the hard R, and I think we'll be fine. Yeah, I went there.
He's talking about neighbor.
I'm gonna punch you.
I hate both of you.
To be fair, there are certain things where if I ever say them to you, Chris, I'd be just like, yeah, go ahead. Remember, you are free to say anything you want. You are not free of the consequences.
I can't read my this.
So, brief refresher to bring everyone up to snuff. You finally have completed your journey to Dusenheim, where after a bit of a long sprint down a mountain way, being pursued by bandits, raiders, fuckers from the true north, you were finally met by the Dragonborn of the region, who made the raiders their own personal fleshlights. Afterwards, you finally made it to town, were verified that, yeah, you do have the lion's seal, and you are now free to wander about and figure out what you're doing next. But not before you got a surprise visit from the BDEG of the campaign, Cypher, who just popped down to have a nice little chat, because he just felt like getting to know you guys.
How do you spell his name?
Oh my god.
We have firmly established, and I'm not going to say this again, his name is spelled P-S-Y-F-E-R. The stupidest fucking guy. Don't get me wrong, that was a great joke while it lasted, where I intentionally spelled his name 4 different times in the same Word document, but...
Had to be official at some point.
Exactly. And of course I had to choose the stupidest one possible.
Exactly.
Indeed. So, with that, you have arrived in Dusenheim. It is late. I'm assuming after your lovely little dinner and chat with Cypher, you all went to sleep?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably. And with that, you awaken in town. It is about early-ish morning, so the sun's just coming up through the mountains. It's not fully bright out, but it's bright enough where you don't need a torch. What do you do?
Breakfast.
Breakfast?
Breakfast.
Breakfast.
Breakfast?
Oats.
Eggies.
Nah, more just, more soup.
More soup. Yeah,
Okay,
that's all right.
It's warm and filling, which is exactly what you want right about now.
Perfect thing to eat and ignore the conversation.
As you did, yes. Very much so.
That's it. I can get breakfast.
Did we even have plans? I don't think so.
Yeah, we need to get a group together so we can go into Byzantium.
Okay.
And talk to, we didn't talk to Klaus yet, the commander of the Dragonborn.
Yeah, it might be an idea.
Yeah.
Do we know where he lives?
No, I've had a clue. We just got here.
You have literally... In town, you have maybe spent possibly an hour conscious.
Fair enough.
Not including breakfast.
Alright, so I guess we're going to be looking for a Klaus.
Alright. Let's go outside.
And we'll start screaming his name.
No, we'll just ask a few people. It's the more sane way to handle this.
Look for
I
the
figure
important
if
looking
we
tent building.
yell loud enough, someone will ask us.
We will attract the wrong kind of attention.
It doesn't seem like a very hostile town we're in.
Just yell stop thief.
Doesn't...
Klaus!
I'm
Anyone seen a Klaus?
going to let you repeat the sentence you just said to the group. Please say that again.
Does it seem like a very hostile town that we're in?
Is there still anti-magic stuff up here?
In the tavern restaurant, you are very much so.
Dang. Okay.
Mainly because in a tavern or in a hotel, it is a kind of perfect place for shit to go down fast. So they want to take as many steps as possible to make sure shit doesn't go down at all. And this, you have a feeling because it's a mix of like what looks like dwarven handwriting and dragonborn handwriting. This was a collective decision.
How does it work? Does it just have counterspell ready to go, or is it like...
It's a straight dead zone.
Okay.
Like you try to cast something and it kind of just fizzles.
Okay.
So if a person who was being kept alive purely by magic itself, not by anything else, walked in here, they probably keel over and die in an instant.
So I can't cast Vanish on him.
Inside, no. Outside, all spare and love and war.
I'm gonna say inside.
Alright, we are not going to just shout names. That's an awful idea.
Yeah, if
Say
you
his
say
name
so.
3 times, he doesn't get summoned.
Let's just walk around here, okay?
It's not Beetlejuice.
Okay, fine.
So the town is kind of similar to the one you departed from for the Blood Mountain Pass. It's pretty, again, rugged. There's a lot of stone buildings, nothing higher than 2 stories. It's definitely built not more for comfort, but just in general survival. Considering the fact that it's clear, there's a lot of blizzards and ice storms that can come through pretty quick and pretty suddenly. It does the job very well. It's kind of a mix of Dragonborn architecture and Dwarven architecture. You can tell just by the melange, I guess is the best word, of different styles. Like you can pass by a building that looks kind of dwarvish in its construction, and then right next to it is a more kind of squat Dragonborn kind of build place. But it's not a bad place. It's just definitely utilitarian.
Gotcha.
As well, like in the restaurants, or in the inn, excuse me, last night, as you're walking around, there are I shouldn't say packs, but groups of dwarves and Dragonborn who are definitely keeping their distance from each other. Like, if 2 groups kind of turn down the same alley and are facing each other, one will definitely just like turn on its heel and go the other, take a longer route around, specifically not to get in each other's face.
Gotcha. I'm gonna look for who might look like a guard.
So you are spoiled for choice, since every Dragonborn and every dwarf in here looks like a guard, because this is very much so like a soldier's base. So
Okay.
there's more soldiers around than civilians. There are still civilians around, of course, but the overwhelming presence is soldier guard.
Okay.
All
Good
right,
day,
let's
mate.
just start asking random people.
Guten Morgen.
Looking for a guy by the name of Klaus. You heard him?
Varum. Why?
Just looking to talk to him. Important business.
Such as?
It's about the monastery nearby.
Which one? Be specific.
Byzantium.
Oh, those cunts.
Yeah, those
What
kinds. We're gonna go give him a bad day, and we were hoping we could gather some people to make it an even worse day.
Bad day in what way? Are you looking to sell them something?
No, we're gonna answer the problem that is the cunts nearby.
Solve the problem permanently.
The cunts nearby have not been a problem in about 5-ish years.
Surprising.
Right, there's somebody else's problem right now, so we gotta go solve it anyways.
Is it our problem right now?
Will
It
be.
might be.
That does not answer my question. Is it our problem now? Yes or no?
I
Yeah or
don't
no?
know. Where's Klaus?
Klaus is out in the field right now, taking stock of what we have. Winter is coming up in a few months, and we need to start getting things packed down. Plus, well, blizzards come.
Gotcha. Point me in the right direction, please,
Varum, why?
so I can go talk to him.
He's busy. He will not speak to you.
Right. G'day. I'm gonna walk away from that.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Could always just like
Nice try, Axel.
make,
Appreciate
make
the effort.
Byzantium think the Dragonborn attack first, and then they fight, and the Dragonborn kick their ass.
Options are on the table for you.
Right. I didn't want to, make him mad at me and waste a charm just because he wouldn't give me an answer.
True.
Don't know how to accomplish that though.
It's also worth bearing in mind, the Dragonborn here do not know you, so there's like,
Well, it's like,
why should we tell you anything? Like, you have the seal of the lion, sure, but that only gives you passage. In terms of them actually knowing and trusting you, it doesn't mean shit.
We do know the one lady,
Safia.
Safia. Oh, we gotta talk to her.
Safia?
Sounds like a good idea.
I'm gonna try to track down Safia.
Okay. Alright. Roll a quick investigation check.
Ah, my best skill.
You get,
Set a 1.
4.
Should I roll?
You find her pretty quick.
Okay.
You kind of find her just kind of sitting on a bench over on the side of what looks to be a version of a field, but there's no grass on it. It's just more like kind of loose-ish dirt on it. Some vegetation's growing here and there, but it's very much so dead dirt. There's no nutrients on it. And she's just kind of sitting there casually watching a small group of what look like Dragonborn and Kobold just kind of kicking up all around.
Oh, Safia. G'day.
Ah, guten Morgen. Wie geht es Ihnen? How are you?
I'm doing well. How about yourself?
She's just kind of watching the kids. On kinder duty.
I imagine that's rather boring.
Not in the slightest.
Okay.
Someone needs to keep an eye on them, otherwise, well, things might get a little more rough than we need.
Ah, fair. Look at the clouds.
He's off inspecting the front lines at the moment. He won't be back for a few hours.
A little too busy to deal with us at the moment.
He doesn't even know you're here.
Fair. We'll try to catch him on his way back then, I guess. I just figured the other guy was giving us a run around because he didn't know who we are.
No, we have no reason to lie to you. It's just when Klaus is on patrol, on inspection, he takes that very seriously, especially given the current state of things.
I understand that. Right. Thank you very much.
Of course. It's kind of at this moment, the little kind of ball that the kids are kicking around, it just kind of flies, or not flies, but just kind of darts past you into the street a little bit, and it kind of hits a passing dwarf in the shoulder, and the kids that are playing with it are kind of running after it, and they all just kind of stop, and the dwarf just kind of puts his foot on the ball, just looking at the kids, before just kind of playfully kicking it up and bouncing it between his two legs, before kind of just popping it on his head, balancing on its nose, and headbutts it back to them. They're all laughing at this. They get the ball back and start running off. At this point, and Sophia and the dwarf are just kind of looking at each other and just go. And the dwarf walks off.
That seemed like it was unnecessarily tense.
Yeah. We know not to punish children for the actions of the adults. Kinder ist nicht stupid, of course. They know something's going on, but not exactly understanding what.
Yeah. I have a feeling nobody actually wants to be hostile to each other here.
Not in the slightest. It used to be we would sing arm in arm with each other, go on patrol with one another. It wasn't, I'd say, perfect, but they were good times, better times.
I'm sure saying things don't have to be like this is preaching to the choir with you, but
I understand where you're coming from.
yeah. Hell, I think it'd be preaching to the choir most people here, just I don't think anyone's brave enough to make a step.
I can tell you feel the tension. I think that's the word. Tension? Yeah.
Oh no, I could just cut it with a butter knife if I wanted to.
You could probably cut it with a spoon.
Spread it on my toast in the morning.
Possibly.
Delicious.
Some mountain balls does sound very nice right now. She just kind of goes back to watching the kids. And again, it's kind of a mixture of like Dragonborn hatchlings and what you think are like teenage kobolds.
I mean, I could track if we have an article of clothing or anything, we could track it.
We don't know what class looks like, where he lives, or
No, if we have
anything.
an article of
And
clothing.
he's kind of managing the front lines right
Yeah,
now.
we know where he is. The problem is he's busy.
So yeah, we're just trying to catch him on his way back.
Yeah, but since we don't know what it looks like about anything I can track him with, we can then use it. I can use this scent and then find him on his way back.
I'm sure we'll be able to spot him.
Yeah, we'll be. Yeah.
He'll probably know we're looking for him shortly before arriving home. Alright, time to putz around for, what, full 5 hours?
Maybe that. He could be back sooner, he could be back later. It is entirely up to him and how he feels everything looks.
I'm gonna wander around aimlessly for the next 4 to 5 hours, and hopefully I won't have any random encounters.
Time for coffee.
Just reminds me of that skit. That what's his name does, the guy who does the rotoscoping. Where it's like, yeah, the boss is asleep for 4 to 5 hours. Sometimes he sleeps 4 hours. Sometimes he sleeps 8. We don't know.
Never seen that skit, don't know what you're talking about. Cool story.
Oh, what is that anime or that artist?
We'll have to look up later. Because I don't know
I'll
offhand.
send it to. I'll find it real fast. It's my favorites.
So, as you find a coffee shop, I'm assuming y'all just kind of sit down and are just watching the tension unfold around you.
Mm-hmm.
All of you kind of hear from the table behind you. So, you all arrived a few days early, and there's just a gentleman sitting there reading a book. How was the Blood Mountain Pass?
Do we know who
Rough.
this is?
He just kind of looks at you and flashes a ring, and it's from the Glooming Court.
Ah. Another man of
It
culture, I
sucks.
see.
Put
So,
it gently.
It could have been worse.
Extra frosting.
Met
It's
some,
cold.
met some wolves. They're dead now.
Some crazy people.
Yeah, crazy people are a dime a dozen up here, especially the farther north you go.
Yeah, who'd want to live here?
I mean, there's something else involving spirits and dead soldiers, but you know,
Fascinating.
tale for another day, I guess.
Fascinating.
Alright, so what brings the messenger of the court up here?
Just check in, see how things are going. Anything eventful happen?
No, that's the problem. Things are advancing rather slowly.
I have a feeling you're lying to me.
We got here pretty fast, just things are advancing rather slowly.
We expected them to be more willing to deal with the Byzantine problem.
Well, they're dealing with a dwarven problem right now. So you haven't encountered anything unusual so far?
Came face to face with Cypher.
At this, he kind of just closes his book, turns around. I'm going to need you to say that again slowly.
Probably should have opened with that.
We came face to face with Cypher.
And this was not the first thing you told me. What?
He seemed rather disinterested.
I'm going to ask you again. You didn't lead with this. Why?
Again, rather slowly. We didn't
Well-
solve anything.
Well,
We
we're just going in
solved-
order of events.
Also, kind of mentally processing.
We're
this.
going-
So, the being which has fundamentally changed the court's plans just by his existing just pops in to have a chat with you, and you don't lead with that.
I did mention it, didn't I?
After a little prodding,
I was gonna mention it. I don't want to lead with something that might give my contact a heart attack.
You started with the Blood Mountain Pass.
I need you to stop talking. So, what did he say? What did he do? What did you discuss? Details.
Not much. He was just trying to get information on us, I think.
Why would he do that?
Sees us as a threat.
Or assessing this threat.
I don't know.
What was he like?
Rather civil.
In what way? Like
Just-
polite civil, jovial civil?
Polite, had friendly conversation.
And jovial.
I'd say less jovial and more taunting.
Did
No,
he
he wasn't taunting at all. He was rather pleasant, and his presence was absolutely terrifying.
I can imagine. Considering the fact that it sent shockwaves across the continent, I can only imagine being in his presence not once but twice was a little unnerving.
I'm never unnerved.
He did give us some good information, though. Things about his being here and his summoning, I guess you could call it that.
The
He was
reagents that it took.
He was very pissed off of his followers about the methods in which they used to summon him, i.e. killing a celestial spirit, more or less. And then he gave off an air that he wasn't truly a bad guy, but that's yet to be said. Because he could be one of those things or beings where, like, you don't feel any ants when you step on them.
Well.
And where are the ants?
It's entirely possible.
I plan to be a lot more than an ant.
Well, I would like to be a caltrop too, but let's start from the beginning.
I
So our
don't
quest is
want
to be a Lego.
to toot my own horn, more like a bee.
You can still crush a bee with your foot and not get stung.
Yeah, but you can't crush a caltrop.
That's why I want to be a caltrop. Can't
I mean, you can with the hydraulic press, but
What's a hydraulic press?
off table. So, did he say anything else out of the ordinary? This
Nope.
back on table.
He didn't say anything about his plans, what he was doing exactly, other than talking to us, and then he left.
Brandy's gonna try to gather some information on me.
On you.
Yeah.
Seemed particularly interested in his name.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, I think he was particularly interested in all of our names. I'm just the only one who lied.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's right. I remember now.
Did-
He's silly.
Did he find out your name?
Oops.
Yes, in fact, he
He
did.
Right. Okay.
That is even your real name, Tim.
Is it Tim Axel?
No, my real name is actually Axel.
Axel Tim.
Is he always like this?
Yes.
Rather charming.
And you haven't strangled him yet?
No, that'd be rude.
How? Even my hands can't fit around that neck.
That's rude.
Very rude. Also, rope exists. You know that, right?
That's fun.
I think I like where this conversation is going when I'm here.
Okay.
At least it's a free supply of ivory, though.
Oh, right, that's, we need
He's
to
not
stop
turning me
there.
into a piano.
I'm going to put an end to this conversation now and move on to other topics. So he's gathering more information on you.
Yeah,
Any indications to why he would do that?
probably because I made him mad.
Or maybe.
I don't know if I made him mad. I just kind of suspect that he didn't like being lied to.
You didn't technically lie to him, though, Axel.
Yeah, I did. I told him my name was Tim.
You withheld. He knew it wasn't your real name, and you wanted to withhold it.
Didn't we also take out some of his red shirts?
Yeah, we took out some of his followers. Remember, we fought him after they summoned him. He pieced out. But he also didn't like them too much either, though.
No, he does not like his followers. It's something we did learn, is that he's kind of pissed as to they brought him here, and not just the way they summoned him here, but also how stupid they are in their
Probably,
beliefs.
I think, their objectives he doesn't agree with, so
Yeah.
he's not in line with them in that sense. So whatever his plans are, we don't know.
Yeah. Just a
I
big
imagine
will
this can't be
see.
good, though.
Yeah.
Right.
He did seem to have a lot of, what would be the term? He seemed to care, which is weird. Like, in a good way. But I can't put my finger on if he's bad or not.
We mentioned that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. He just kind of rubs his temples for a second. You get the feeling he's rubbing his temples not in a noise, but he's either thinking or communicating somehow with something else. Okay. This might need to be redone. And when
Can
he,
I go back
says,
and
when,
talk to
he,
him
when, he
again?
said, when he says this, he kind of just gestures to all of you.
You want me to go back and talk to him again?
Do you know where he is?
Not a clue.
Then no.
Axel, he didn't even have a scent.
This is
I mean, I think he actually has some money. I don't think you want to put that past him.
No, I meant, like, he had no way of me tracking him.
It was a joke.
I know it was a joke, but still,
You kind of missed that.
it's just...
silence. Please, for the love of the gods. This is what we're going to do from moving forward. This group has attracted his attention, Cypher's attention. Specifically, you.
Yeah,
Since
mate.
he's looking for information on you. This means that we may need to move you to a more subtle position and a more heavy-handed, he looks directly at you two, less heavy-handed methods. I can't expect you to try and perform surgery with hammers and rope.
Well, I mean, yeah. All I got are my thoughts and prayers.
Noted. Moving forward, you will return to one of our hideaways. Let's call them. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
And we will find a better use for your skills in a better group from here. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Good. Get going.
Right. Good day, you all.
You're leaving us, Axel.
I don't have a choice.
These orders come from the top.
Unfortunately, my pact says, Gloaming Court says do something, and I do it. So.
With that being said, the three of you, as you leave, the three of you are down a member. And considering the fact that you've been asked to find out more information by Jay on your former colleagues, we are going to need help. Fortunately enough, finding that help is, I think, well within your purview. There's another individual here who claims they are powerful indeed and looking for their next adventure.
They claim power in what degree?
Can't say.
Okay.
Interesting.
If nothing else, they may have some information, or they may be able to help in some other regard. They're looking for, again, their next great adventure, as they are putting it.
Sounds like a loose cannon. Cool.
Well, considering the fact that you are all, well, bulls in porcelain shops, I think he will fit right in.
All right, where is he? Let's bring
His
him.
name's Ezra. You can find him on the other side of town. It appears he's performing right now. Performing what? I haven't the faintest clue, haven't paid attention.
He did a cult, does he?
Not to my knowledge.
Dresses in red.
Well, he's performing right now. Let's go see him perform.
I mean,
That doesn't mean he has a cult. He's performing. He's
I meant that this
entertaining.
is like a little yellow lightning bolt on his chest.
I'm sorry,
I'm not following.
Ezra Miller.
I'm not following.
The Flash.
Oh!
Yeah, the creepy motherfucker.
What does that do with performing out in...
No, it's an off table.
I know.
Joke.
I know what he's doing.
Do you? Do you really?
No, not entirely. Good.
I'd go talk to him, see if he'd be willing to join. Or at least be a part of this next big adventure of dealing with Byzantium however you ham-fisted twits feel like it.
Thanks for the encouragement.
That's what I do. I suggest you get to it now. And he just kind of picks up his book away from me.
All right, you're the man. I'm. Let's see what this new recruit is about.
All right.
All right, so we head out in town.
He never did say what he's performing.
Well, we're
He
gonna
didn't
find
know.
out.
To be fair, in a town like this, finding a performance of any kind is gonna be pretty easy.
Yeah, he could be doing.
There's not
hands-
exactly in a military town. There's not exactly many performances going on.
I mean, he could be
In a
juggling
military
or.
town, what kind of performances? Well, soldiers have needs.
Yeah, but a lot of soldiers right now are on patrol. Why do you think Klaus is inspecting shit?
Yeah, I mean,
You think he's
doing
going off and masturbating in a non-existent bush? No.
You're just
So that would
digging
be a
this whole-
performance.
Move on.
So out in the town, let's see what this guy's performing exactly.
I hate
Or
you.
performing out.
I'm just gonna listen for any type of like musical sounds or anything, or maybe
Well, he already told us where he is. He's on the other side of town, so we're going to go there straight to him.
And it's not exactly a big town either.
Yeah.
It's a well-constructed town, but it's not like really laid out over a large area. It's pretty compacted.
Alright,
Alright,
we'll go
so-
there and then see where he's at.
Yep. I assume there'll be a crowd gathering.
There is a small crowd gathering. You hear some oohs and ahs. You can tell it's mainly kind of a younger generation there that hasn't joined any form of military yet. There's kind of laughs, giggles, and you especially can kind of just tower over and see there does appear to be this one character kind of with dancing lights around them, just kind of performing for the show. Describe your new character this instant.
Alright. Ezra's a tabaxi that is a Himalayan cat fur pattern, so like brown around the nose and mouth, and then a cream color
Does he look
everything
like
else. No, not like that. Unfortunately, that's just tabaxi look like. They wear very elegant looking robes. Maybe kind of like that. So kind of like bluish purple colors to it. Am I in the middle of performing?
Yes.
Right.
At this moment, you are.
So, I guess midway, when they approach, I'll be midway through giving a reading to somebody and telling them, like, things that, like, their ancestors might be saying to them. Obviously,
Turns out he's
not actually what they might be saying, what they want to be heard.
Oh, so you're cold reading a scam arting then.
Yes!
Great, another fucking warlock.
I love it.
So
I'm not a warlock.
Yeah, it's
can't confirm not a warlock, but
Right.
I won't say what until.
Alright,
You are kind of performing to what looks to be this kind of younger kobold-looking dude. It's like, so what else should I say? What else should I say?
unfortunately, the spirits are not talking to this one anymore. That is all they have to say.
This one, you're talking like a Khajiit.
Yeah.
Naik knows all.
But you said to my brother that our parents would be proud of us, right?
They will be with you in spirit.
They're still alive.
Whoops.
Oh, I'm sorry, you must be adopted.
You just kind of
I overhear this and immediately ready my axe.
No. Don't start
I'm
things.
going up to this poor little kid that looks confused.
he just kind of, the kid's already kind of wander off going,
Oh, you must be the next one who wants to be read.
actually it was me down here. You just kind of look down, there's just another kobold saying like, I was right next in line, you fuck.
Unfortunately, the spirits do not want to talk to you right now.
I paid you good money to be here.
They haven't paid me anything.
There's like a little small pack of gold at your feet. See? Paid you.
There you are. They have nothing to say. Here's your gold back.
read the man.
Fucking loser.
You, though. I'm going to cast Detect Thoughts with Subtle Spell.
Okay.
Fenris, block it.
You can't, he's not aware.
Yeah, it's not
So-
aware. Subtle.
Subtle spell, unless you are aware of it going down or you see it happening, you can't stop it.
Stealth move.
Yeah, it's very much a stealth move, and considering the fact that there is no like item for him to just like conjure out of nowhere to use, you have no idea.
It's like sleight of hand. It's like, hey, sir.
I think I need a Wisdom saving throw.
How is this supposed to work against another player?
Like he just said, you knew what some things
Same
are.
group.
Well, one.
I rolled a nat 20.
Not good enough. This will play out.
Okay, let's see here.
Using you as a fleshlight is my thoughts right now for
Oh,
blind
sorry.
people.
Intelligence?
The kill will recover.
It doesn't matter. 20. 20 plus
Oh, it is
whatever.
Wisdom. Okay.
Alright, so 20...
You can beat a 20.
22. I think. If the app doesn't crash again.
I don't think crits count for things that aren't attacks.
It's no, but
No.
it's still 22.
Yeah.
I'd say it's still cast anyways.
I mean, well, no. Detect Thoughts is a buff on myself.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
it's essentially a buff on insight.
I gotcha.
So, Ezra's going to look at you and just be like, extend your paw, please.
No.
Okay.
Let's play along, Kahal.
You.
This will be fun.
He's a scam artist, Ian Kyle. You couldn't
Let's-
tell that.
Let me prove to you I'm not a scam artist.
Show me a real, actual ability of yours.
Sure, play it
Alright.
on me.
I'm gonna put my
I
hands
accept-
together and then cause a bunch of fireworks to come out of my hands. I'm gonna cast Prestidigitation.
Okay.
So you can make sparks come out. Can you actually cast fireball?
Not here.
That is a talent I wish to not use right now.
Well, yes,
It is.
because
It is in a concentration of people, so you essentially be dropping a bomb on a nuke of people. Congratulations, new war crime, dumbass.
no, I'm asking him if he can use it, not if he is going to use it.
A magician never reveals their secrets.
So are you an actual mage, or are you a wizard, or are you a sorcerer?
Illusion
Okay, I'll let the
mage.
man read my
I am
paw.
a mystic.
Illusion mage.
I talk to the spirits.
I was told you wanted to have adventure.
Yes, I am always looking for good stories.
Well, we need someone who can actually fight. Can you fight?
Decently.
Alright, well tell me what your skills are.
I'm a mystic. I contact the spirits.
Can the spirits fight for you? Or
Yes.
He's a Guild Wars ritualist.
Yeah.
Alright, about that demonstration.
Allow me your hand.
Yes.
I'm gonna take his hand. I'm gonna guide my claws over his palm like I'm palm reading. I need a wisdom saving throw.
I'm gonna give my wisdom saving throw to him.
No.
Alright. It's like what plus my
Wisdom mod, yeah.
Yeah.
This is actually be a lot harder because you are wisdom class.
true, but whatever.
Oh, it was a 0, so it's a nat 20 for me.
So mine's a 12. So that would make it like 16.
Well, dang. I'm sorry. The spirits aren't talking to me. For you.
They're not. You
No.
want to try a little? You want to try again?
You're not
I-
selling yourself really well.
I need silence. I'm gonna cast banish on him.
Do you have banish?
Yes. I need a charisma saving throw.
Oh, that's my strongest suit. Okay, so it's gonna be an 18.
It's not 18.
What?
Is it? It's a 6. You have a
Oh,
modifier
charisma! I thought it was
I just couldn't say.
so it would be a 12 or a 13.
All right,
That's more like it.
he's gone.
He's just like, oh, you're not saying anything. So shut up. And straight up, you're just like,
Yeah, that's impressive.
I need silence when
I
I'm
couldn't do that no matter how hard I punch
yeah,
him.
the crowd all of a sudden just go.
Our guest will return. I promise.
He's gonna get an axe in his head when he can come back.
There we go.
Don't start things.
Alright,
So
we have time
this-
for that
Your
demonstration.
poor new
Why does
character's
this
gonna die.
town not have buff scoring for this?
I'm gonna fail my wisdom throw.
Anyways, after a minute, he'll come back. You asked for a demonstration.
Oh, so I'm already back?
Well, yeah, I'm not gonna.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
okay.
only
All I have to do is not concentrate on the spell.
Another warlock. Great.
Mystic,
Not a warlock.
not a warlock.
Mystic's an actual class?
No, it's a sorcerer. I'm just
Okay.
saying mystic.
He's just saying mystic.
Alright.
It's a
Look, quite
sorcerer,
honestly, it seems like sorcerer versus wizard is just semantics.
sorcerer with extra steps.
Yes and no.
Wizard has to actually learn spells and prepare them. Most DMs just say fuck it and make them the same class, and then no one ever plays sorcerer. And sorcerers actually know gain magic over time.
Think of it like this: a wizard is your toolbox. You have all the tools in there to do whatever the fuck you want. A wizard is just like your socket wrench, or a sorcerer is your socket wrench. You can just kind of mix and match and replace things, and it works somehow.
Sorcerers can't learn spells from spell scrolls. Wizards can. Wizards will learn more spells, just hands down.
Right.
Sorcerers get sorcery points in meta magic. So, subtle spell, I don't need the word or somatic components to cast a spell.
Yep.
So I can charm you by just looking at you.
Also, can't a sorcerer also make a normal spell stronger where a wizard can't?
Well, they also get more.
Depends.
They get more spells
It,
too.
it depends on the sorcerer's class and I think the meta magic attached to it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
So it can
They can
a
cast more of the same
sorcerer
spells.
can be very specialized and very powerful in that specialization. Where again, a wizard's kind of the jack of all trades.
now remember, Megami, don't put all your points in explosion this time.
Why not?
Moving on.
So we were going somewhere.
Yes. Where are we going? Cahal.
We are going to be looking for Klaus. So he should be coming back hopefully soon.
He is the commander of the Dragonborn here, and we're going to catch him on his way back, so we can organize an operation against my old monastery. Because apparently they're sending out assassins and causing lots of problems for people.
I am watching with great interest on the story. That is a great tale.
You'll have a lot of those.
Not as great as my tale, though.
It's a good thing you're not using Detect Bot on me right now. I'm just making a dirty joke in my mind.
Well, it's been a minute, and Detect Thoughts is a concentration spell, and I cast Banish, which is also concentration.
Alright, so we got him. He is now, basically says, I guess this is part of your interview process to join us. How is your ability, other than conning people, to actually talk with others?
Well,
Well,
the ability, it is a good ability for me.
okay. So would you say you're charismatic?
Sure.
And if I put you in front of a technical god, you'd be able to talk your way out of our extinction?
I don't want to talk too highly of myself, but yes.
Good, because you're going to be the one doing that then.
Excellent! Great story.
You just hear Fenris and you're, I like him. Easy.
Yeah, this will be interesting.
I am an entertainer.
We now have a con artist and an autistic idiot. This is great. This can't end badly in any way, shape, or form.
You're referring to Roland, right?
You can't hear him. It
I
will
kind
be
of
interesting.
missed out on a reveal last session, but that's neither here nor there.
What?
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
A couple reveals, but again, don't worry about it. Regrets of sessions past. Oh, I hate all of you.
Well,
So, Klaus, were we meeting him somewhere in particular?
nope, we gotta find him. And he's not a god nor anything like that. He is a Dragonborn warrior. And
He knows who he is.
oh,
Everyone kind of is aware of who Klaus is.
so we're just waiting for him to come back because we need to discuss with him a local issue. Ian Kell's local issue, where he's originally from. Ian?
Yeah. Yes.
Is that what people call you? Ian?
It's Ironkel, but okay.
Sorry, Ian.
So we're calling you Ion now.
Oh, this new character in this group is going to be great.
Yeah.
I mean, I call him Tusk sometimes.
Tusk. That's my new nickname?
Yeah,
Okay.
Tusks.
And you are
I'm Cahal.
alcohol?
Mm-hmm. Gesundheit.
You're an alcoholic?
Well,
Yes.
Yes. How much beer would you like me to make? I'm originally a barkeep. Well,
You
after all my
have
exam.
no supplies.
And
I know.
Roland, he's our pew pew guy.
I
He shoots
consider
things.
myself a connoisseur of spirits.
Perfect. Well, once I can actually get a hold of stuff to make mash, I will be very happy to make drink.
I think everybody missed that one. Connoisseur of spirits.
Yep. I wasn't gonna say anything because I am having difficulty suppressing my urge just to come over there and just fucking roundhouse kick you.
And we have the quiet one.
He's our pew pew. He shoots things.
Yes, he is an old war buddy of mine. He is a marksman.
He's a pew pew.
Yes.
He looks like a human.
We put him at things and he goes pew pew and they die.
He does.
Explode.
Yes.
You don't have a bolt gun. Stop it.
What?
He said they explode. And they don't.
No,
Well,
they don't.
They just fall
I
dead.
mean, now that we have a sorcerer in our party, he technically could
Not
enchant
a
the
sorcerer.
bullets.
Well, I mean, yes.
We need
to
to
blow
find.
up.
We need to
Okay.
find an artificer. Gun of explosions. 1 out of
Someday.
20 chance of actually exploding your hands instead.
I'm trying to get Tonto to
Don't-
get in here.
Don't tempt me by making your life difficult, because the fuck I will.
Yeah, the character's already pretty overpowered with a freaking Tommy gun.
No, I guess we're just like.
Why do you think I'm not going to give him a goddamn bolter?
I mean, stat wise, it's pretty balanced though.
Yeah.
Anyways, I
Codex
guess we're
Authority is a
gonna. I guess we're
previous
gonna wait
action.
around the more popular trafficked area of town to see so we can catch Klaus on his way back.
You just call him Carlton?
No,
I
I
heard
was
cotton.
mixing up the names.
I heard cotton.
He's not black!
Tucker.
I'm going to fucking get criminal account for that.
Well, I mean, he
Doctor.
could be a black dragon. I don't know what his claws look like. I forgot.
No one
I'm
knows.
still. You know what? We're just moving on.
So we're waiting for Klaus.
Yes.
Yes.
And then out comes Blue Eyes White Dragon. Wrong universe.
Very wrong universe.
You activated my trap. Not that kind of trap. Ah.
So, it does take Klaus a little bit of time to come back. You get the sense that whatever he was inspecting was kind of a distance away. It could be that those flares that you guys encountered last night, not you, he was maybe just checking those out, replacing them, overseeing what happened, making sure that the wyverns are still quite well fed. And he does kind of march in with a small little retinue of Dragonborn around him up kind of the main street. He's talking. Do you speak Draconic?
Yes.
Yeah.
He's talking in Dragonborn, in Draconic to what you can only assume to be an age, just kind of furiously scribbling things down.
Wait.
What?
Why did you need to talk to him?
Cahal.
Because, like I said, we have to talk to him about Byzantium. Einkel's original location, where he's from, that's gone off the rocker. Byzantium is a location near here, a monastery
does like-
full of insane monks who are...
Or assassins at this point, for apparently, because things have changed since I've been kicked out.
We think, or you think they've changed. Some of us think it's always been that way and you're just sheltered. But anyway,
Just
Well,
never got
no,
through, passed
I have-
through the training full.
I have something I don't remember, or chose
right.
not to remember, or was erased.
Charmed away.
I mean, glamored too, if it was vampires.
Well, I mean, maybe.
But either
Who
way,
knows?
Okay.
think
So what does he need to know?
we need to see if Klaus is anyone that can we can recruit to kind of go there and take him down. Because at this point, they've caused 2 political assassinations through a bunch of places in upheaval, and whatever next, we don't want them to start.
I see.
Basically, they're an insect that needs to be eradicated.
Okay, let's go talk to him. I'm gonna start walking up to Klaus.
You just hear him talking. He just notices you just kind of marching beside them.
Does Klaus know us, Max? I forgot.
No,
No.
he has
Doesn't know
no idea
who-
who the fuck you guys are.
Yes.
You've not even been in town an hour, and he's dealing
With
with
important things.
a lot of shit right now.
Alright, before he goes running up to him, I'm just gonna grab him quickly by the tail.
Meow.
Before you go up, he
Bad
looks
touch.
quite enthralled in what he's doing. So be gentle.
This
We
seems
don't want to
important
piss him
though.
off. It is very important, but we
Let's
also
go.
don't want to piss off our one ally here.
I never
Potential
make anybody
ally.
angry.
Okay, we'll trust you on this. This is part of your interview.
I'm being interviewed.
Gotta make sure you can handle it.
This is your assessment. It begins.
We need a charismatic person that can talk through things. You said you can do it? Don't
It
piss him
is obviously not him.
Oh no, there was one time where he talked so much, and it was so fantastic.
All right, I'm gonna walk
That's
into
a
Klaus.
spirit
I'm gonna start
talking,
walking
right?
towards
Which
Klaus.
dock was it?
Again, he just before he just kind of notices you walk by and he's like,
What do you want?
Klaus, the newcomers have a request to make of you.
Hello.
He just kind of glances over. Oh, they do. Because they can get in line.
This one is rather important.
It's very urgent.
Oh, they
And
can get-
Cal, stop.
so they can get into a very important line.
It might
Is it
have.
shorter?
It might have something to do with the fate of the town.
So does everything else. Be specific.
The Byzantium assassins that are causing problems elsewhere.
Assassins on Byzantium. They're a bunch of fucking hermits in the mountains. But as they matter.
They've caused 2 political unrests in other areas.
he just kind of stops and you.
Excuse me, lad. Who are you?
I am Ezra Nightshade, the great and powerful mystic.
Charming.
Oh no.
This does not answer my question. Who are you?
I'm trying.
I am Ezra Nightshade, the great and powerful mystic.
Should I jump in, Ezra?
He asked me who I was.
I know.
Right. And
It'd be funny if you pull out an ID that has that suffix on it too.
I'm gonna cast Minor Illusion, and it's going to be like an official looking document that has my name and that title on it.
Actually, let's just make that a legitimate thing for you.
That's what you just did.
No, that was an illusion. Let's just make that a legitimate thing because it's
He,
Well,
funny.
he just kind of looks at it like,
right. And from what great and powerful place do you come from? Ezra Nightshade. Great and powerful magician.
I am rather much of a traveler. I don't really sit in one place too long.
No man.
Right.
So as from where? The road.
And why are you important? What makes you so great and powerful?
I can talk to spirits.
What practical thing makes you so important?
I can speak with the dead.
Klaus is doing a better job than
Recovering lost
I am.
intel.
Tell them to get in line.
he just kind of turns and starts walking away again.
Unfortunately, you have to get to 9.
Failed unsuccessfully.
What are you talking about? You have to wait in line.
What line?
There is no line here. That was a metaphorical line. I mean, he doesn't have time for us.
Yeah, to be fair, as soon as he walks away from him, like 2 other people start trying to do the same thing that you did. Like, this dude is fucking busy.
How are we gonna make him prioritize us over everyone
Well,
else?
Basically, our little medallion we got from the king really doesn't mean
The king?
or fuck. What's his name? My brain's not working. Oh my god. Thank you. This, the lion. The medallion we got from the lion doesn't mean jack shit here. So,
I mean, it gets you passageway, but it
Yeah.
doesn't really afford you any other privileges.
do I? What knowledge would I have that would make Klaus stop for a second?
I mean, Ezra could read his thoughts.
I don't want to deal with the ramifications of pissing him off like that.
We would just have to go to a new town.
There's only one town outside
This is
Byzantium.
It just happens sometimes.
I mean, the next town over is through the mountains, and you don't know what's in between that here and there.
Our
Besides,
whole
you
goal-
don't even know what the closest town is.
You
were
might be on our
completely
own
unknown
for
foreign
Byzantium.
Details.
I mean, we might be on our
Important
own.
details, because you need rations, you fucking idiots.
Yes, need rations, and we might be on our own for
but
Byzantium.
Yeah, but Klaus is. I don't think Klaus is going to have any information of where we can get rations, considering this whole place is barren as it is. We need power, and we need manpower, and we don't have any.
Well, we
And if he says that they're not a threat, and he is kind of the one in charge, then we're kind of.
well, we don't even know what kind of situation we'll be walking into. Really.
Do you have evidence that this is a threat?
Yeah, exactly.
What do you mean? Yeah, exactly. You've been a part of this problem since we started this whole journey together.
Well, I mean, we can still potentially figure out what's going on over there without an army.
They have caused a massive amount of civil unrest,
We can
and
incite
every
something?
time we've gone up against
Yeah.
one of them, it was a challenge.
We can
Right.
say something.
So, yeah, you know what? I have an idea. Why don't you go by yourself and tell us how it comes? And if he can send spirits, we'll find your soul, and we can talk to what's left of you.
Well, I'm not going to attack it.
No,
outright.
I mean, just saying, you know.
That was rather rude and
Also, I'm exiled.
not helpful.
How did they recruit?
Do any of us know that information?
He
Try and
might.
roll knowledge. Just do a knowledge history for me.
Or we can just, like, incite something
21.
that they did when they didn't.
You
do
have
it.
no idea.
We could, like, fake something and say that Byzantium's behind it.
Off to you
And
go.
make them,
Andy, you've
Yeah, that's what I was saying when I said incite something.
yeah, like you said. We can just,
Well, how is it that they have not been a threat, according to the Dragonborn here?
not a threat to them.
Yeah, but yet they have caused, like, they've nearly caused massive wars now. So something's not adding up.
Doesn't mean like they're a direct threat to him, because they're not directly attacking whoever his army is. So perhaps we need to make it something look as though that they're doing that. Or
And also bear in mind, it could be a matter of perspective. Right now, in the face of the crisis they're dealing with, he doesn't see them as a threat currently because the dwarves are a bigger problem.
yes,
to him.
priorities.
No, yeah. Well, the only thing we can do is offer our help in exchange for his time. We can't even ask him probably for help until we can at least get a little of his time first.
At this point, just kind of Sophia walks up to you. Good news, my finder. How goes it?
Well,
Klaus has no time for you, does he? Yeah. Could have seen that coming, but it was first a try, wasn't it? He does have a nice backfifing play right now.
yeah. The question is what would Klaus need from us to get some time to explain to him the situation?
Well, he would need the crisis to stop.
That's, I wish.
Well, we couldn't just kill all the dwarves.
Sophia, I wouldn't kill them either. I'm not in the mood of genocide.
And
Aw.
as well, killing all the dwarves here would, well, their commandant would appear in no man's land quite quickly.
Let's I mean the what do you think we can approach him with to make a bargain, basically, Sophia? Since you know him more than anyone.
I barely know him. I'm just under his command. I take orders from him and go from there. I mean, you can at least get into meeting with him. I know you have the seal of the lion. That could at least get you to the front of any line to speak with him. Whether or not you could convince him, different matter. Aber
We could falsify some evidence and
No.
no.
falsify what evidence?
Were you about to suggest blackmail?
No.
Yes.
What? No.
They may not blackmail, or at least
I'm going
at least
to
something
leave
that would.
this conversation. Auf Wiedersehen, Jesus.
Wait, no, come back!
Thanks, Sankel. Our one avenue and you just blew it. Good job.
My friend Ianka is an idiot. Talk to me, Ezra.
Where
I love
did your
this character.
other furry friends go?
I'm with him.
I'm talking about the other one that was smaller than you, and no offense, but darker than you.
He got reassigned, as much as I can say. So
As much as we know.
Yeah, as much as we know, actually.
I must ask though, who is more handsome, me or him?
Neither of you are my type.
Whichever
You
one
are
I'm
more
currently
handsome.
talking to is that one is the
Thank
answer.
you.
So me.
None of you are my type.
Uh-oh.
That was not the goal. I was just asking.
Hmm.
It was just out of curiosity.
You needed something from me?
Yes, we do still need your help, even if my friend here is going to suggest crime. We are not going to follow that route.
I would certainly hope so. It's already bad enough in this place, but okay.
So if you have my word, I would kill him before I let him do something stupid like that.
Please, no bloodshed. Please. I understand your intention, but please.
That is my specialty. Not shedding blood, not bloodshedding.
I am regretting coming over and saying hi to you more than by the second. What do you mean?
We need a way to get Klaus to listen to us.
So you see the seal works. How do we present that? Because the last time we had the seal, it seemed to be useless.
He got you into camp, yeah? It just needed to be verified. If you show us a seal, he will see the seal of their commandant and at least listen. Whether or not he will believe you, whether or not he will try to assist you, different matter altogether. But it has been verified, and they can at least get a conversation. What that conversation will bear, I cannot say.
Your breath really stinks, dog. Oh my god.
Give him some meat, he'll be fine.
Alright. Alright. Well, thanks, Sophia. We'll go take a look and see if he will listen.
I think you need to reactivate your camera.
Huh?
It's frozen.
Ah, for fuck's sake. Wow. Okay.
And the audio's still picking up though. It's been recording and everything. Just need to review your camera.
Alright. We'll take a quick pause, ladies and gentlemen, as we fix this. I don't know what the fuck happened here.
So why do you want to get rid of Axel? Just wasn't feeling him?
Well, no.
Yeah,
He was
basically.
insulted repeatedly.
But instead of leaving halfway, you just want to do that instead?
What do you mean?
Or is it not leaving like in a huff, you want to do that way, or what?
Alright.
That seems more amicable.
Let's just use...
Oh yeah, there you go. HD. Okay. Or maybe it's your phone then.
Should we start your phone?
I also need to...
I thought there was more. I thought we had more than this list.
Yeah, I thought so too. Maybe it's in a different bag. Yeah, more than one bag.
I thought we just combined them into one. Leave it.
Nice.
It's only one bag for it. Where's the other bag?
I think I need to restart OBS. Alright. It's no longer...
Oh yeah, I usually do that.
Oh, there.